said, users must write at least 50 words to request an account. So we did. And there was the first step. And Bill said, you need to be willing to explore. So we did. And then anxiety sat in. What if I ruin another student's wiki entry? What if I do something to break the wiki? Now, help documents were provided, but I found that they were mostly confusing. There was one piece of information that I did find helpful, though, and that was to look at how other authors had done things. But where to start? I had compiled content for 2 entries, but it was March 6th, and I had not done any actual work in the wiki. I had only 18 days before the wikiography was due. What the heck is a wikiography anyways? But I could put it off no longer. I decided to embrace the wiki. So I became curious. I played around in the wiki and created a total of 3 pages. Jigsaw for adult learners, Dementia, the role of higher education in delaying the onset of Alzheimer's disease, Delivery method and student satisfaction. I spent many hours over the next 16 days adding and editing my content in the wiki. When writing about my experience in my wikiography, I decided to have some fun with it and not take it, nor this presentation, very seriously. Adding the content was not terribly difficult, however editing it was more of a challenge, and trial and error was time-consuming but fruitful. Adding my first image took quite a while, but I eventually got the hang of it. I noticed the table of contents was created when adding headings, but I wondered what I would have to do to create sub-bullets in the contents box. I figured it out and got a sense of accomplishment from creating my first sub-bullets. Mainly because they look so cool. I decided to mock my accomplishments by inserting an image of my prized contents box in my wikiography. I also added a visual timeline. In fact, I inserted contents boxes and timelines for each of the 3 entries. The timeline for the Jigsaw page was made out of puzzle pieces. The timeline for the Dementia page was made out of brains and callouts. The timeline for the Delivery method page was made out of blackboards and notepads. Playing around in the wiki had inspired me to play around in my paper also. Because I continued to have difficulty using documents and links, I learned to do everything by trial and error. And as much as sub-bullets in the contents box looked cool, I did not feel it was always helpful to use bullets, so I figured out how to bold to draw attention to key points. Each page I added required fewer and fewer edits to get it to look good enough that I was satisfied with it. I spent 8 hours one day editing the references and resources listed in each page. I ensured each reference and resource linked to scholarly articles, websites, and other wiki pages. I added links to my pages and many other wiki pages of related content. Feeling like I was practically an expert, I decided to create an author page. That someone had created a template made that process easier than it would have otherwise been. I found making contributions in the wiki page required intense focus and a great deal of time, and once curiosity took over, I lost myself in the work. I created 3 high-quality detailed entries with links to many scholarly articles, links to useful resources, and internal links, and my confidence grew. And Bill saw all that we had made. and it was very good.